G'day, how you going? Today we have Chile, and Chile is going to be a quick start. We're going to go straight into it, and right off the bat we're zooming straight into random spots on the map. The explanation for this is usually going to be the same. It's because I've had the misfortune of having to go ahead and remember all of the different locations on this lovely country again, just like I did for Cambodia, but it wasn't so bad this time. As you can tell, this wasn't a repeat. I could just tell based off the stuff on the location, which was a unwelcome surprise, which I didn't expect, because what happened on Chile, this is another repeat. What happened on Chile was I was trying to get it initially, and I had a couple hundred attempts, I think. And I was quickly finding that the street signs were very lacking, and it was going to be very tricky to try and... It's not too tricky to distinguish which part of the country you are, but trying to learn all of the different locations and which town is which, and trying to figure all that, as you can tell here, sorry to sidetrack, but as you can tell here, I was somewhat struggling with where it was, because obviously there was no info. But yeah, for the actual country itself, oh no, this was another repeat. So yeah, the first 4 rounds I get 3 repeats. This time I didn't remember 2,000 locations. I think I remembered. I'll put a screenshot up now of how many I remembered. Funnily enough, I actually can't remember how many I remembered, so my memory is not that good. But yeah, as you can tell, the reason I didn't want to do the thing where I just kind of free ball it and try and hope for it is you get rounds like this, where you have these 2 street signs with no town name, and it's just kind of a guessing game as to where you are. I think this was my first round 5, but yeah, this was kind of my entire issue when I was first starting. I was like, would I rather go to the trouble of learning 1,000, I think it was about 1,000 locations, or play potentially hundreds of these rounds where I don't know what town I'm in and just have to kind of, well, do what I'm about to do, which is scan around for 13 minutes and wonder what the fuck is going on. So for this one, what I probably should have mentioned is that basically what happened is the signs had, I think it said Passagi or something. I'm fucking horrible with other languages, funnily enough. So forgive the pronunciation, but it said something like Basaji. I know that's not how you're meant to pronounce it, but basically on the map I know it comes up as PJE. Here we go, I'm actually going to zoom in again. And then Calais 26 Oriente. So I was just using that and the road angles the entire time to try and figure out whereabouts I might be, and just going through the towns, mainly looking for the road angles to try and tell where I was, and then using a bit of the PJE theory to try and get it. And then sometimes I'd have PJE, but it'd be nowhere near the street numbers. Like the street numbers wouldn't align, and it'd be like in the hundreds, or it'd never get to the 20s or whatever it may be. But here you can tell I finally found it, and it goes through quite quickly when you put it into 7x speed. But here you can tell I can see the triangle to our southwest. So the 19 hours also, by the way, the 19 hours includes the time I spend remembering all the locations in map making and my own maps. And it's over quite quickly for all the learning I do, but there you go. Also, the other slightly disappointing part about this is the first 4 rounds were so quick, and it would have been so easy to get world record here, but last one took just a bit too long. I was only the second person to do it, just missed out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day.